We're talking about Isolator speed with Sandy in the NVE Applications Center. Sandy, PWD, skew, jitter. All the terms give me the jitters.
So let's cover key isolator speed metrics. Starting with data rate, which is the maximum rate at which data can be transmitted. Simple enough, but some companies specify a data rate faster than the propagation delay. This is a waveform for an actual device. The data is more than 5 cycles behind. By the time the data shows up on the output, not only are we on the next clock cycle, it's several cycles behind. And other parameters can make claimed data rate unusable. For example, one competitor's data sheet requires 0 rise and fall time and exactly 50% duty cycle. Obviously unrealistic.
That's so lame. NVE would never do that.
That's why usable data rate is important. UDR is defined as the maximum rate before the data is a clock cycle behind. So with this propagation delay, the full data rate is usable.
Gotcha. And how is propagation delay defined?
Rightio. Propagation delay is the time for an edge to propagate. The faster the device, the shorter the prop delay. There are also some important metrics related to prop delay, because fast is worthless if it's garbled. Pulse width distortion is the maximum difference in rising and falling prop delays. As you can see, the asymmetry distorts the pulse width, in this case, making it wider. This is important in pulse width modulation and delta sigma ADCs. Channel-to-channel skew is the difference in propagation delay between channels in the same device. It can be either direction. It's critical in clocked systems. Propagation delay skew is the difference in propagation delay between devices. Also important for clocked systems. It's larger than channel-to-channel skew and can be a trap for the unwary in synchronous systems. This is an area where isoloop isolators shine. Finally, jitter is another underreported parameter. It's the variation in the pulse edge position and can cause particularly nasty distortion.
So, what are some specs for those parameters?
Here are the speed specs for NVE's Isoloop 700S series parts. Data rate and usable data rate are the same for NVE isolators. Propagation delay is the time for an edge to propagate. Pulse width distortion is the change in pulse width at the output. Propagation delay skew is the difference in propagation delay between devices. Channel-to-channel skew is the difference in propagation delay between channels in the same device. And jitter is the variation in the pulse edge position. The NVE parts are best in class for speed parameters.
Thanks, Sandy. Where do you propagate more unskewed, usable info?
You can go to nve.com or call us at 800 GMR 71 41 extension 4.